Well, during the storm season, we hear a lot about the cap.
The cap, right? Well, meteorologist Greg Fields with an explanation we'll all enjoy.
Yeah, I hope you do. Hope you enjoy it. We're going to try to explain that for you. We do have that cap always that we hear us talking about. It's very important when forecasting thunderstorms to talk about that cap, that warm layer of air aloft. So we have a graphic that kind of help us explain what that's all about, where it comes from, and answer the question too: do other states have it? We hear a lot of it, hear a lot about it here in Texas, but other states do have it. Now that cap originates in the high plains, about 3,000 to 6,000 feet above sea level, out in West Texas, parts of New Mexico. Now what happens? The sun comes out, heats up the air, and that very warm air just begins to spread westward as we throw in a west or southwest wind, and that very warm layer of air aloft blows over North Texas. So then we have that cap or that lid in place. So what happens there? You have parcels of air trying to rise, clouds trying to develop, but they lack the energy to break through that cap because those parcels of air and those clouds have to stay warmer than their surroundings to keep rising. So once they hit that lid, they can't rise anymore. So you're not going to get those big thunderstorms developing because they can't break through the lid. Now the strongest caps that we have develop off the plateau of New Mexico. You might hear that referred to as that Mexican plume. And on these situations, when the cap is very strong, it takes very intense temperatures, very high temperatures to break through that cap. So on a day when we have a very strong cap in place here across North Texas, it might take 105 degrees to break through that cap. So that's usually not going to happen as we head into the spring, but the cap's going to be weaker as you head out into the Panhandle and maybe parts of Oklahoma there. So it's only going to take the 80s to low 90s because they're farther away from that source. So that's why you're going to get those big thunderstorms developing there, while nothing will happen in our area because that cap is so strong and the temperature has to be so high to break through that cap. Now lately we haven't had that cap in place, so that's why we've had the thunderstorms developing over the past few days, and that's going to be the case again today. So hopefully that gives you a little bit better understanding when we talk about that, and maybe you'll know what that is the next time we have that cap in place.